Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Alabama versus Texas A&M college football matchup on Saturday, October 8th, 2022. Of course, it's my favorite day of the week during my favorite time of the year. It's College Football Saturday. And here on YouTube, I do tons of free pick videos, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. We do free picks every day, sportschatplace.com, pickdawgz.com, right here on YouTube as well as across social media and our live shows. And when you give out that many free picks, you're bound to like some games more than others. And to find out which games those are, as well as to get best bets from some of the top handicappers in the world today, head on over to our website, pickdawgz.com, click on the Premium Picks tab, and while you're there, use the discount code 15 off. You'll get 15% off all of your purchases at pickdawgz.com. It also works at sportschatplace.com. But let's get to this one. Texas A&M visiting Tuscaloosa to take on Alabama. And Texas A&M, absolute savage beatdown last week in Stark Vegas by Mississippi State, taking them down 42-24. I tell you, the game wasn't as close as that score even indicates. And, the thing is that this Texas A&M team, I said it going into the season, I will say it again, the most overrated team in the nation, at least one of them. And at this point, well, now that they took that loss last week and it was their second loss of the season, maybe the rating isn't as high as it was. But I say coming into the season, given way too much credibility based upon their recruiting class that they brought in, nothing that they've done on the field. And Jimbo Fisher, when it comes to game day head coach, I say take it or leave it. And for me, I would leave it. But the thing is, if he surrounds himself with a better coaching staff than what he has, I mean, these guys have so much money invested in this program, you would think that Texas A&M would be a better coach team than what we've seen from the Aggies this season. Meanwhile, in Alabama, well, the Tide coming off of a big win against Arkansas. They covered in that one. Bryce Young injured in that game. And, the thing is that Alabama, while they have looked good this season, they are the number one ranked team in the nation coming into this game. I'm not really sure how they're number one ranked. That game against Texas, I don't know, man. It's like, was it a safety? I think it was. I had Alabama in that game, and, I thought it was a safety, just as a college football fan. I don't think the Tide have looked, better than Georgia, and they certainly didn't beat them last year in the national championship. Really, it just goes to show you how insignificant that rankings are during the season, especially early in the season. When we look at the Tide, across the board, number 5 offense in the nation when it comes to points per game, number 5 in passing, 11th in rushing, 5th in points scored. And then when you look at, at the way that they play defense, equally as good. When we look at Texas A&M, the offense is absolutely inept, 104th in the nation in yards per game, and then 109th in the nation in points scored. I got news for you. If you can't score points against App State and Miami and teams like that, you're not going to score points against Alabama. You are in big, big trouble at night in Tuscaloosa. Oh, man, Jimbo Fisher might be on the hot seat, and I think it's going to be tough because he's got that big recruiting class that he brought in. With the way the transfer portal works anyway, going to be tough to keep those players. You get rid of him, it's going to be even tougher. Plus, he makes about $10 million a year, the highest paid coach in college football. But Texas A&M, 1-5 against the number on the road, 1-5 against the number on the road against a team with a winning home record. But they are 6-2 against teams overall that have a winning record. Meanwhile, for the Tide, 5-1 against the number in their last 5, 5-2 against the number against a team with a winning record. And, well, had Bryant Denny, 17-5 against the number in their last 22. I'm going to take Alabama, roll Tide, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks today, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. Our betting tools are 100% free, and the way they work, they show you just how often all the bets on the board today actually hit. Then they show you today's odds, and from there, you can assess the risk-reward, putting yourself on the bets that come in the most and pay the most. That's how you make money betting on sports.